Hey kiddos, happy Friday. I know today is usually Flashlight Friday, but I wanted to finish with our story of our read aloud, The Day the Crayons Quit. We've been talking this whole week about writing friendly letters, and each day we have looked at a brand new letter from one of Duncan's crayons. Each day we've read a letter, we've talked about a different section of the letter. We've talked about the greeting, we've talked about the body, and today we are going to talk about closing a letter. In today's part of reading, we're going to read from the purple crayon. Let's go right on in. Dear Duncan, all right, listen. I love that I'm your favorite crayon for grapes, dragons, and wizard's hats. But it makes me crazy that so much of my gorgeous color goes outside the lines. If you don't start coloring inside the lines soon, I'm going to completely lose it. Your very neat friend, Purple Crayon. It really sounds like Purple Crayon is getting a little frustrated with Duncan. Now, before we talk about that part, let's look at the closing of the letter. Can anyone tell me where you find it? That's right, you find it at the very bottom. When you go to close a letter, it can have different ways of saying it, just like different ways of opening a letter. Purple crayon uses the same greeting that beige crayon used and that green crayon used. But purple crayon is using a different closing. His closing doesn't say, Dear Duncan. No, that's his opening. His closing says, Your very neat friend. And then it says purple crayon. Now, what do you notice about closing the letter? Interesting. I noticed a few things too. I noticed that purple crayon used a special punctuation mark, the same one that's used in a greeting. That's right, he uses a comma. He put your very neat friend, comma. And then what else do you notice? I noticed the same thing too. He signs his name. His name is Purple Crayon, and that's how he knew to finish the letter. He put his name. Now, when you go to write a letter, you could put sincerely, comma, Miss T. You could maybe say, your friend, comma, I'll say Miss T again. There are very many different ways to sign a letter. Let me see if I can get a few. We got beige crayon. Beige crayon says, your beige friend. He also uses a comma, and he also signs his name, beige crayon. Then we have white crayon. He says, your empty friend, white crayon. There is the green crayon that we talked about. Your happy friend, green crayon. We got yellow that says, your pal, in the true color of the sun, yellow crayon. And finally, we have orange crayon that says, your pal, in the real color of the sun, orange crayon. What have we seen on each letter? That's right, everyone signed their name. If we didn't sign our name at the end of a letter, do you think that we would know who the letter's from? No. That's why it is so important that when we do write a letter, we sign our name. And remember that each letter can have a different closing. We've seen your pal, your happy friend, your empty friend. You could say your friend. You could even put thank you, comma, and put your name if you're thanking someone for something. There's so many different ways to sign a letter. You'll learn some more about that in writing. But until then, go grab your books, your flashlight, and enjoy Flashlight Friday. Have a good night and weekend, friends. Bye.